the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. As soon as you feed me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They
screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, right around and around. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
No.
Told Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they pour on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that Touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jameis again. He finds his man Johnson. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. It's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit later.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Paul. And that's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out. A wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways it can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. To throw on 3rd down. Paul. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Paul airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 51. Again, only 3 there, so leaves him with 3rd and 7 ahead.
Big part of the linebacker's job is being able to take out blocks and be able to make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line, but hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Paul. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fournette, a first down carry. Trucks over him. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go,
touchdown! Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Saints had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Winston. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, it's Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And then he's stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas, halfway to 100 now, with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bucs for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw. Paul. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Paul. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Quick throw caught by Godwin. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Paul. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To throw again on second down. Winston completing it to the right side. Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun. Paul eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And we've got a third down and 4.
It's not critical about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down. Paul. Evans has it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Saints 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Fournette running right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Winston flushed out right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Paul. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down. Paul. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the bootleg. Paul. He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the RPO, he completes it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Olave holds it in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Saints.
He'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave from 10 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Saints 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Sirline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Well, let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style.